What is up, guys? This is Keox for another PvP. Um, the reason I haven't been uploading a lot was mainly because um, I've been leveling. As you can see, I'm level 43, I think, or maybe 44 in this, and also I am in lethality instead of marksman. Um, Lethality is just so good. The damage it does is insane. It's like you get all your poisons on people and have weakened blast up. You just melt people. They just boom, they're dead. And I think the best part is you don't need to be in cover, so you can be nice and mobile and stuff. Also, the talents that you give they're just great with PvP. Like the little speed boost with your stun, it's really nice. I also really like having the having countermeasures taking off movement and parrying speeds. That was kind of a fail, if you noticed there. I thought the force field was up, and so I just kind of sat there. A little embarrassing, not gonna lie, but you know, what are you gonna do? So, yeah, just kind of chilling, checking out my monies. And back into action. So what I like to do in lethality is I like to just kind of melt people. I try and find a good person to throw my corrosive grenade onto, so I can get as much poisons on people. Like, I like getting multiple poisons at once. Like, what I mean by that is, like, your corrosive grenade is an AoE effect. It has the same radius as a fragmentation grenade does. So I like to get as many people into that AoE as possible. Which, I mean, it's a small thing, but every little thing to do well is good. To do is helpful. Because in case you haven't noticed, snipers are probably the most underpowered class at the moment. Just kind of the way they're built, and it's just bad. I don't know. That's just what I think. But as you can see, it's like marksman. What you do is you do for big burst crits, but it's like I'm in lethality and my ambush is hitting just as hard as it would in marksman. So I don't know. I just don't really feel like marksman is that good at all. But you know, whatevs. So I find this guy. I'm just finding someone to kill, and then I find the ball carrier. He gets knocked off. Yay. The only bad thing that I hate is when you're trying to kill a guy at low health. You don't want to waste your dots on him, your like cooldowns, but everything else that you have sucks. So I don't know, just kind of awkward sometimes. So I'm just kind of killing stuff. I get a few people on me, so I just hop out of cover, put on my dots, leg shot them. I should be using shield probe more. I tend to only start using shield probe when I'm like really low health, which is a mistake, because shield probe is actually pretty good. It's underestimated, definitely. I do actually a lot of damage before I die here, but I do die. As you see, I think that was the medal for getting 75k damage. So yeah. And it's only been 4 minutes into the game. Pretty good, am I right? Pretty good. So yeah, you do insane damage with this. Like, when you cull, it doesn't look like you're doing that much damage, but it's like, it's hard to see the numbers that you're doing, but it's insane. They literally melt. It's ridiculous. So, yep. So I really am loving lethality spec. I'm mainly comparing this to marksman because that's really the only thing else I've played in PvP. I played a little bit of engineer in PvP, but not that much. The only thing I would really use the only thing I would really want to go down marksman for would be to get follow through and maybe the last ability. I don't know. I really like follow through. Follow through does a ton of damage. So. Besides that, I mean, it just doesn't feel that good. So I'm pretty sure I'd get away here. I actually no. Oh yeah, this guy chases me all the way home. So I'm trying to wait to get out of combat to recuperate, but this guy finds me. He puts this stupid little thing on me and then hops down, and I'm gonna try and pull off some fancy techniques, but I just die. Yay! I just noticed I'm super zoomed in again. Gosh dang. I don't know what it is about my game, but it always zooms in by itself. I don't know. I wish I remembered to zoom out more. I don't see it. It doesn't hurt me that bad. Especially low levels. People don't really travel around very well. So usually there's only people in front of you. So it's not hurting me too much now, but I really need to learn to start zooming out more. It's a mistake. I know. I mean, to be fair, zooming out makes it kind of hard for people to watch, but no excuse. There's no excuse. So I kind of go all out to kill this guy. Like, I go on a really intense chase to kill him. And, yeah, it's probably a bad idea. I mean, I waste a lot of time just chasing him around. This isn't really to show how to play huttball at all. I'm just more showing you kind of the general premise of how you're going to want to fight as a Lethality Sniper. Not really as much as, like, here's how you play huttball. So when you get always make sure your energy's up, because you have to spam a lot of energy in order to get your all of your dots on and then unload onto him. So I get my dots on, I cull him, and then I just go under cover, do an ambush, and then take down. Then I hop out of cover and try and get a recoup off. That's usually how I go about killing people, because that's usually all you should need, unless they have heals. Just get your dot. So I see this guy. I throw my corrosive grenade, get my dart. My weakening blast is on cooldown, so I can't do that. I see this guy, so I leg shot him and throw him into the fire. Nothing really fancy. I should have recouped before I went into this fight because my health was low, but I think I'm okay. Do I get a stun off? I should be stunning him right now. That's a mistake. I should have stunned him. That's why I died here. Oh well. I also need. I only use my survivability cooldowns when I'm about to die. I really need to fix that, cause it's just bad. So I'm coming in to help my teammate here. Throw my grenade. Get 2 people on it. Cull the dude. Actually, I don't. I just do a series of shots. Then I cull. Okay. And then he melts. And I find the ball carrier, I try to defend him. I'm pretty sure he doesn't throw the ball and uses it. Yeah. What a sad day. So here's a big fight here. I know I can't win, so what I try to do is I try and get out of there. Then I realize that a lot of my team shows up, so I decide to stay. I try and get this guy off my butt. I'm pretty sure he runs away. Do you guys ever get that where you're like killing someone and they're just not dying? Like no matter how much damage you do, it's like their health doesn't move. I hate it. It's like those stupid Jedi, level 50 Jedi Knights. They just don't die. Their health is like... So, there's a lot of people on me. I can't really do anything, so I just try and blow the guy off the side, because that's all I really can do. I should have been using my defensive cooldowns more. It's like, the defensive cooldowns are like only a minute long, so I should be using them like whenever they're up, right? Well, yeah, I should, but I make the mistake and I don't. So I see them up there. This is the worst position to be in huttball, where they're up there and there's nothing you can do. It's like, I'm trying to find a way that I can get line of sight, but I mean, I can't really do anything. And then the fire comes up, and I'm even more screwed. And this is terrible. What I should be doing is I should be clearing out the center to get the ball when they score, but I don't think about that until later. So they actually get the ball again before we do. So, actually no, this guy gets it and then he dies, and then our ally gets it. So I'm gonna set myself up for a pass, but I think he just, I don't know where he goes, to be honest. He just like disappears. So I'm up here, I'm like, okay, pass to me, where are you? And then it turns out he died. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So, just blowing people up like usual. Pop my coal. He disappears. And then I blow him off the edge and then use takedown. And then he lives. A suggestion I have for all snipers is, if you can try and put your overload shot on a very unaccessible hotkey, because you should never be using overload shot. It's so bad. It like uses a ton of energy and barely does any damage. It's just like you should never use it. It's so bad. So yeah, this is a operative. They're really good and they kill you really fast. No matter what you do, they just own you. I try and use my cooldowns and it doesn't matter. Kill you, he'll just kill you. Ugh, I hate operatives. So I should be. I mean, I don't like huttball with pugs. It's just it never works out because they're terrible at passing. So I usually just do damage dealing and killing stuff, and pugs just to kind of hone my PvP skills. I mean, that's the best thing you can do. I don't really think doing like intense huttball stuff is going to help you in the long run. You should only be doing that kind of stuff with your guild, in my honest opinion. So I'm just tossing my grenades and dots on people, then I kill them, then I go into cover if I can, and then I kill them. You usually don't need to go into cover, but sometimes you have to, because you just don't have enough damage. I hate when people give me the ball because the snipers are squishy as crap. So I'm getting ready to pass to someone because I know they're gonna nuke me pretty soon. Unfortunately, the guy I was going to pass to runs out of range and into the fire, so I just throw it to the guy there with no health, and then he dies. So yeah, I just wish people when they knew when you needed to pass to them and they just sat where they needed to be. I mean, we would have scored a point there if the guy stayed in range of my throw. I mean, he was barely in my range, but I couldn't see him. He was out of line of sight, so I couldn't throw it anywhere. So I popped my trinket because it's worthless and it doesn't do anything. So I just popped it for fun, just to look like a boss. Get all my dots on, I cull him, and he melts. Then I use takedown to finish him off, and then I usually auto attack right after that if he's not dead. Yay! Running around, just finding something to kill. I'm not really interested in the actual ball right now. I just want to kill people. Get my dots on him. I usually like to leg shot them before I cull, just so they don't line of sight me or get out of range. And then I get jumped by 5 million people, and I just blow up. Get my buffs up. I see this guy running to me. I'm happy about that. I love it when people run to me, because then they just die. Do my little cull. He melts. Usually after you cull, you can just leave people there, and they'll actually eventually die, because your dots do a lot of damage. Especially when your corrosive dart procs and does the double damage. Oh, it's so good. But unfortunately, I can't really tell when corrosive dart procs. But oh well. I like doing damage. Lethality is such a good spec, in my opinion. It's like your ambush and snipe do just almost pretty much the exact same amount of damage. You just don't have follow through. It's but when you're doing this much damage over time, it doesn't matter. Literally, I'm doing 2,000 damage a second. When I have all my dots up and I start my cull. It's awesome. And then it's only it only takes you about 6 seconds to get all your cooldowns back up to do it again. So your damage is ridiculously strong. So pretty good. And the clock is slowly winding down. So I'm looking for one last thing to kill before the clock runs up. I see somebody, I try and get in range, but it ends. So if we take a look at the damage, I am way ahead of everyone. So yeah, Lethality Sniper, pretty good, pretty good. If you know how to play it properly, and you're good at getting your dots up, it's great. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Please like the video and subscribe if you do, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.